Hi guys, this is my entry to stschmalhaus 2-year YouTube anniversary giveaway, and I will cook a traditional French dish. Ratatouille with apple pumpkin galette with fresh sage. So I hope you like it. I changed some ingredients because I like it vegan. So enjoy it. The first thing you have to do is to cut the eggplant into slices. After you cut it into slices, put it onto a kitchen towel and salt it from both sides. So if you do not do this, the eggplant become a little bit slushy. Now it's time to cut the pepper. Some guys have problems with the skin of the pepper. If your digestion don't tolerate the skin, separate it. Just put the pepper into an oven and heat it up, and you can separate the skin very easily. Cut the pepper into big pieces, not too small, and what is very important, separate the white structure on the pepper. Now cut the garlic into fine pieces. Now cut the onion into fine cubes. The easiest way you can cut fine cubes is this way I show you here. Now separate the slushy inner of the tomato. All we need is the pulp. Cut the pulp into pieces like the pepper. Now we can cut the zucchini. Cut the zucchini into quarters, and so you can easily separate the slushy inner of the zucchini. The inner of the zucchini is very slushy and it tastes a little bitter, so we don't need it in our food. Now it's time for commercial. Some Bacardi time. Now it's time for our herbs. Cut the sage, the rosemary and the thyme in very fine pieces and mix it together. We need it later. Now we need some vegan butter. Put it into the pan. We need it for our onion. Now add the onion and the garlic into the pan and stew it. Now it's time to put the pepper to the onions and saute it. After some time you separate a place in the pan for the zucchini and add it. Add the eggplant into the hot pan and stir it up. So it's not bad if the eggplant is a little bit roasty. It's very good. When the eggplant is roasty, add the vegetables and stir it up. Now it's time for the tomatoes. Add some tomato paste, salt and pepper. Now it's time for the herbs. Put some garlic more if you like, and half of the herbs, and the other half we need later. Now it's very important to put the lid onto the pan and keep the ratatouille warm, not too hot, or it will become very slushy. We don't like it slushy. And now it's time to prepare the dough for our galette. Put some vegan butter into a bowl and some flour. I prefer buckwheat flour because it's a traditional flour for real galette, but you can use also wheat flour or anything you like. Now put some salt, not too much, and very important, water, ice cold water. Now you have to stir it up, and the dough have to become something like gluey. Now you have to put the dough into the fridge for 15 minutes. Now it's time to peel the apple. Use a sweet apple and cut it into cubes. After you cut it into cubes, put it into a hot pot and cut the pumpkin. I prefer to use pickled pumpkin from the glass, so I don't have to make the work to pickle it by myself or cook it or something else. The pumpkin from the glass is very good, has a very good quality, so you can make it like you want. Now you add some lemon juice with cardamom powder and cinnamon powder, and put some fresh sage. The reason why you put some fresh sage to the apple and pumpkin is that it will make a aromatic explosion onto your tongue. Believe me, together with the ratatouille and this very spicy foods, try it. Now add some agave syrup. Now it's time to put our dough into a greased pastry mold and try to cover the ground of the mold with the dough. This is a little bit difficult, but you have to make it very exactly. Now add the fruits. And now take the time to fold the edges over. Like this way. Maybe it's a little bit difficult. But if you take your time, you will do it. Now if the galette looks like a volcano, it's time for the oven. Add the galette into the oven by 180 or 190 degrees and left it for 30-40 minutes. The galette is ready if the dough is stable, so you can check it. Now it's time to put the last herbs into our ratatouille. Serve the ratatouille onto a plate. And cut the galette like a cake. Maybe you have to be a little bit carefully if your knife is not sharp enough, because the fruits in the middle of the galette will be very slushy. Now it's time to say bon appetit. Make sure that all components are on the spoon if you eat this meal, so the flavors can make a party on your tongue. Believe me, it's very, very delicious. So, this was my part, my receipt for stschmalhaus 2 years giveaway. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you cook my recipe and let me know if you like it or if you don't like it. So, as well, I hope I win. Bye bye.